welcome to a special Levante Brewing Showcase episode of
Brutal Battle.
Yes, so Levante Brewing is out of Westchester.
Man, you're tongue-tied already.
I'm not drunk yet. I haven't had any beer, but I'm looking forward to having some. They're out of Westchester, Pennsylvania, and they're a brewery that was started in 2015. So they're this year, depending on what month they open, they're 4 years old. Yeah. There's no way that I was going to be able to get a hold of any of their beers, really, except for Kyle Norman, who helped out. Who's
the bomb diggity?
Exactly. He's been able to place orders, yes, online orders for the beers for this brewery, because they have one of those kind of direct shipping companies, like Tired Hands in Pennsylvania also has it as well. We'll talk a little bit about it later, but because of that, he was like, hey, do you want to go in on, some 16-ounce can 4-packs of this Levante stuff? I've had it before. It's good. And I was like, oh, yeah, and if I get enough, we can do a showcase episode. So there's actually not a lot of information on this brewery since they are relatively young, but there's a little bit of information. So, first of all, let's go ahead and get going with Una Beer.
So Westchester isn't too far from us. We definitely could make it up there. It's like Philly area.
Oh, okay.
No?
Yeah, maybe.
Carlin hates Philly.
I thought it was further for some reason.
I don't think so. Westchester.
Anyway. Funny note, I wasn't sure if it was pronounced Levante or Levant. So Rebecca had the great idea. She was like, just call them and see how they pronounce it. Yeah, how they answer the phone. So I did, and I was trying to explain to the, bartender, I'm assuming, who picked up. I was trying to explain to them why I was calling, to just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I just needed to know how it was said. But I was trying to talk, and they're like, hello, hello? It was crazy loud at that place. It sounds like their acoustics are
bumping.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, it's a Friday night when we're doing this. So, it's a lot of people, and B, it sounds like the acoustics are bad, but they cannot hear me. So I wanted to, apologize and be like, I just want to know how to pronounce it. But, so, person who answered the phone, if it was you, sorry.
It was funny because she's like, hello, hello, and Carlin's like, I just want to know how to pronounce your name. Hello?
But the good thing is she answered and said it immediately, so we got it. So it's Levante. Yeah. Anyway, all the beers, I'm just going to say it up front, all the beers are milkshake IPAs to differing degrees. That's not all they make, but this is one of the big draws that people have towards this brewery is all these kind of milkshake IPAs. So they're known
for this style.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
So let's jump in with the first one. This one is called Glitter Parts. Glitter Parts. And I really like they put the hops on here, what hops they use. So it's a 7% alcohol IPA. All these contain lactose because they are milkshake IPAs. The hops in this IPA are Mosaic, Citra, Eldorado, Azaka, and Simcoe. And this one is done with coconut and vanilla. Yeah, I knew you'd be like, oh, that's
and all of the cans are so, pretty.
Yeah, they have really good can art. Yeah. Definitely.
They're, colorful and artistic and...
Yep. Definitely good can art. So, see how this goes. So, one thing I do have to say as a disclaimer on this is these beers are not crazy fresh because we, Kyle got them. We had to wait until we saw Kyle. Then we had to wait until we had time to record. So they're not 3 months old yet, though.
Oh, so what's the date on
them? They're in May. So they're not quite 3 months. Some of them are towards the end. Like this one's the end of May, so that's not even 2 months. Yeah. This one that we have right now, is also the same. I thought I looked at one of them and it was towards the beginning of... Oh, yeah, this one. The third one we're going to have was in the beginning of May, the first week.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I said, they're not... Yeah, and this one's mid-May. The last one's mid-May. So.
Okay.
But all under 3 months. So
I'm assuming they're all going to look very similar.
Yeah, probably. Does it look like a milkshake IPA? It's very hazy.
You
it's
could tell me it's a New England style, and I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, it's hazy orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a decent head to it, the way it got poured. It smells like an IPA to me. Do you smell vanilla or coconut?
No.
I don't. It's kind of weird.
I'm getting like candied orange
I mean, it smells very good.
and pineapple.
I just don't know where the vanilla and coconut is the problem.
And I'm worried because if I'm not smelling it,
Yeah.
coconut is one of those flavors that...
I know, we've talked about this before. Like, breweries typically that use coconut, you can never taste it. Only a few breweries can actually make that
off,
happen.
yeah.
Oscar Blues being one of the prime examples who can
coconut.
pull that off.
And that and marshmallow.
It smells like a hazy IPA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it necessarily smells creamy. It just smells like... Oh, wait, hold on. That last sniff I actually... When I swirled it up a little bit and then took a sniff, I did get a little coconut.
Okay.
The problem is it's very slight on the back end because the citrus, like that juicy citrus nose that's up front, masks a lot of things because it's very, very aggressive. Because those are very aggressive hops when it comes to the aroma. So, but it just smells like a really nice New England style IPA. All right, you go ahead.
Oh, I'm just still like digging this can. It's like
Because it's glittery.
It's like sparkly, like hologram, but not too much. So I'm getting the coconut on the taste. It's real subtle.
Yeah, a little bit.
I wish it was dialed up a little bit, but
Yeah, me too.
it's appropriate. Like, I think even if you don't like coconut, it's not like in your face.
There's no bitterness to it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay with it. I don't love it. This is another instance of these beers that are like New England style IPAs, milkshake IPAs, stuff like that. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times, the nose is like awesome, and then the flavor's like way dialed down compared to the nose.
Really? And that's how you feel with this one?
Yeah.
So I agree with that statement. I always feel like that. I actually feel like in this case, the taste matched the smell. Like,
no, I think it's a lot
Really?
more citrusy and juicy on the nose than it is in the flavor. Because it's more muted. It's just more muted in the flavor. It's not a bad beer. I think it's still decent. It's a lot more sessionable than I thought it would be. Because I thought, based on the nose, there'd be a lot more flavor just kind of invading your palate. And it's just a lot more sessionable. So that actually can be a plus, to be honest.
I wonder, okay, so it's glitter parts. I wonder what parts are glittered.
All the parts. As I continue to sip it, I get more and more of the coconut coming through. But it's still not a lot.
No, I like it though.
I don't get the vanilla though. And I see a little bit of a creaminess from the lactose, but not as much as I assume there probably would be from lactose. But I guess it just matters how much are they going to use, you know?
Right.
Like, did they use a lot? Did they use a little? I don't know.
It depends kind of, exactly what they were going for. I mean, for me, if you didn't tell me what it was and I just tasted it blind, I'd be like, oh yeah, I really like it. Knowing what it is, I still really like it. I like it more than you do.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. The coconut's not having the impact I would want with it. And I think in order for the coconut to make the impact I wanted in this beer, that I needed the vanilla to be
dialed up a little.
Yeah, actually dialed up a lot. So.
Okay. So, tell me more.
But you like it.
I do.
It's good. Okay. So, so like I said, 2015 in Westchester, Pennsylvania. The brewery itself is a 15-barrel brew house. The founding member and brewmaster is a man by the name of Tim Floros. He started originally with a 3-gallon homebrew kettle in a college apartment. So he was a home brewer to begin with. This is a theme that we
I was going to say, like, I feel like I've heard this story before.
Yeah. A lot of these brewery showcase episodes, especially for the newer breweries, it's like started out home brewing in college, or wink wink home brewing in college when maybe they were home brewing before college.
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like some of that, isn't that how Bissell Brothers?
It's a lot of them. Yes, definitely Bissell Brothers. I do remember that story. The Trogs.
Yeah.
Trogs as well. We just did them.
You said newer breweries. Trogs just had their 20th.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's just all
and
breweries,
what about
really.
and Dogfish and Sam? I feel like that was his story too.
But I guess
anyway. I mean, that's how it should start, though. Like,
yes.
I like that story.
I was about to say, let's. I'm sure some people listening are like, yeah, it's kind of obvious though. like, you kind of have to start with home brewing, because otherwise, how do you know that you can pull it off?
Yeah.
Unless there are ones where it's someone comes in, they don't know how to brew or anything, and they find a brewer.
Right.
And I think, Duclaw near us.
Right.
That's how that started. You know, Dave Benfield doesn't know how to brew. Well, I mean, maybe he does now. But when he started Duclaw, he didn't know how to brew. He just went out and got Jim Wagner, who was a award-winning home brewer at that point. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. There was inspiration from the brewery that was taken from a trip that Tim Floros had when he went to Italy and visited the vineyards there. And he had a really awesome time, and he said that he loved the atmosphere and the focus that they had on customer interaction. And when he was thinking about doing a brewery, that's something he really wanted to emulate, is kind of customer interaction. For that reason, they have no televisions in the tap room.
Oh, really?
Except monitors that they use for a digital display to show what is on tap.
Interesting.
So this is kind of going back to something that I think is really cool, is like the old pub style way of doing things, where you can't go there to watch a game. You can't go there to be entertained by something else. Although I don't really necessarily have a problem with it, but it's going back to the old beginnings where it was about the neighborhood getting together, people in the area coming together, sitting down, having a beer or two, and just chatting, catching up, being friendly, you know. And I applaud that. I think that's cool. I think it's totally cool. And the other thing is they do all sorts of styles, apparently, is what they say, because they want to cover as many tastes that people have beer-wise as possible.
I like that.
But they do a lot of IPAs, I will say. So.
Well, yeah. A lot of people like IPAs, though.
Yeah.
Should I open this one?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay.
Read all the infos.
Volaire?
That's how I would say it, I think.
Okay. Volaire. And is it, like, again, the can art is like...
It's like
feathers.
Peacock. It's like peacock plumage, basically.
Well, it's red. I don't know if peacocks have red.
Yeah.
But it's just feathers. I think it looks sexy.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't it?
I think it looks like... It looks stylish and sophisticated and modern.
And this is a collaboration.
Oh, with who?
Icarus?
Oh, I don't know who Icarus is.
Is that how you would say that? Icarus?
Yep, it's definitely Icarus. Okay. Maybe that's why it has feather on it.
Yeah. Okay. I also know another reason why it has feather on it. Okay. So it is 8.7. It is a double IPA. It is brewed with blueberry, peach, and vanilla.
Sounding good. And lactose, obviously.
And lactose. Uh-huh. Hops. Crosby Kiwi Blend.
Uh-huh.
Citra. And Brew 1, BRU-1.
Okay. One of those kind of more experimental.
Yeah. I don't know what that is exactly.
All right.
Okay, I'll let you pour. You're better at pouring. I'll just open.
Yeah, except for the Baltimore excursion episode where I poured it all over the table.
Yeah. Oh, no, this color is very different. I'm assuming from the blueberries.
And peach.
Yeah,
peach would color it a little bit, too.
Well, not as much as the blueberry, though.
No, that's true. It would keep it orange. But yeah. Yeah, no, the blueberry for sure.
This doesn't look appealing, though.
Yeah.
It looks like just murky.
Yeah, it's like dirty. It's
pink
like
water.
Yeah, it's kind of like really pulpy, really dark, murky, like pink grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
In a sense,
like pink grapefruit juice, but it's not real pink.
It doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look nice.
It doesn't look bad.
But knowing what's in there,
I'll filter it. Yeah,
it should smell and taste nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It just looks interesting.
Okay, here we go. I get a little bit of the fruit, but I think this is similar.
It's very similar in smell.
Yeah, it's similar to the first one in that it's a lot of the hops leading in the smell.
Yeah, a lot of this, yeah. And then on the very end, I wouldn't anticipate smelling peach, but I do think I'm getting some of the berry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could say it's a blueberry.
Right. I get in the end of each sniff, like, indiscriminate fruit. It's
right.
Like there's a fruitiness. There's a little fruitiness.
I feel like I could say berry. I don't know if I could pick out strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, boysenberry, huckleberry.
It primarily smells like a hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Just like the first one. But with a little bit of fruit on the end. So you're like, oh, is this a fruited hazy IPA? Maybe. What's that look? What is going on? It's very light.
It's so light, and it is. There's a lot of bitterness. I just haven't.
Honestly, I don't think the bitterness is as significant as the glitter parts.
Really?
Yeah, I think the glitter parts was more bitter. To be honest,
I thought.
So, once again, not what I was expecting.
Yeah,
but
where's the lactose?
Oh, I mean, I get the lactose in this because I get like a creaminess on the finish.
I don't.
But I was expecting the fruit to be more significantly flavoring things in there. That did not come out well, but I expected more with the fruit, more fruit forward, and it's not.
Yeah,
but,
more fruit,
but
more creamy.
I still kind of enjoy this because it's very easy. And you get a little bit of that. You get that hoppiness, and you get a little bit of that fruit coming in on the end. And so, I mean, I kind of like it. 7.8%. I think it tastes like 5.
This is very carbonated.
It is. So, oh yeah, I got a little bit of the peach on the end.
You get peach?
Yeah, it's super faint.
I call bullshit.
No,
I call bullshit.
Well, my pal's just better than yours. I wasn't going to go there until you said that. It's super light, though. And this is the interesting thing, is that, okay, I don't know if this is intentional or not with the brewery, with Levante, but with a lot of breweries, when they have a beer like this, and they're like, it's a milkshake IPA with peach and blueberry and lactose, they go huge. Mm-hmm. Like, they just pack in, like, so much fruit. So I would be interested to know if this was the actual aim of the beer.
Right.
Was have, like, a little bit of, like, a hint of the fruit in the end of the flavor, but for the most part, it's a hazy IPA.
Right, not to lose the IPA profile. Yeah. And, there's probably a place for that.
Yeah. In which case, they did it.
Yeah.
And honestly, as I continue to sip it, like, I do get the fruit at the end. I do feel like I can slightly pick out the blueberry. I can get the peach. I definitely can get the peach on the very, very end. But once again, it's so light.
Yeah. If
you didn't know it was there, you might never figure it out. So, yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted more, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kind of just wanted, for both of these beers, I wanted more. I'll drink them, though. They're not bad. By any stretch. It's just not what I assumed they would be.
Or hoped it, but yeah.
So
it's funny, expectations are everything. Because again, if we tasted this blind,
well, that makes me wonder. Like, what if I swirl this up? What if there's stuff floating on the bottom? You know what I mean? Ooh. Or if I swirl it up and just create a lot more head because it's very carbonated.
It's so carbonated. I don't like that about it.
Yeah, high carbonation is kind of rough.
Can you water me?
Yeah. There you go.
I want to like it because I love the can.
Well, that definitely speaks to their marketing of it. Here, take a taste of what I put in my glass. Do you taste more of the fruit now? Since I agitated the bottom. I feel like slightly.
Yeah,
slightly.
Maybe. Not.
Yeah, it's still not
significant.
Yeah, no, it's not super. A little bit. Okay. Anyway, I also feel like it was a little more bitter.
I think that's more bitter than all.
No, I don't think so. All right, so
I keep wanting to say glitter party.
Well, maybe you can pitch that to them. Levante, do a glitter party next.
Yeah.
All you have to do is take the same thing and take the S off and put a Y. Should be easy. Okay. So some more information about them. So they have anniversary parties each year for their brewery, but they call them HOP parties, which is helping other people. And this is where they have people come in and donate canned food for full pours of their beer. And the proceeds usually go to Chester County Food Bank, but they will also do, in the winter months, Toys for Tots. So you can bring in a toy and you get a full port of beer.
That's great. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So when I read about that, I was just like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Big applause on that.
Yeah. The only thing about I hope they monitor what kind of canned food people are bringing in.
Not expired.
Not expired and, like, good shit. Like, don't just be, like, pulling, like...
None of that hash.
Or just, like, random gross shit you have at the back of the pantry that you never use.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I know.
That should be, like, not allowed.
Not allowed.
Or you get only a half pour.
Or you just get a taster size, and that's it. Yeah, to base it off the age and the quality, how much beer you get.
And the other thing, okay, I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole, but I'm going to go down just a smidge of a rabbit hole. You know, food pantries, it's hard because everything is canned, and they're losing out on all the freshness of fresh fruits and vegetables and dairy, and so sometimes it is better to donate money because that way they can use that for
they can
food.
go out and buy fresh stuff.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, obviously there's a place for the can because you need it.
Yeah.
And people I mean, everybody uses canned goods.
Yeah.
But
very true. So a little bit more information. So
and that's like makes them part of the community.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's true.
You know,
I totally agree. You just caught me off guard.
Sorry.
I
wasn't done with that.
Yeah. So this year, 2019, was the first year that they had their online delivery that cropped up. So this is brand new. This is brand spanking new. So what they go through is a micro distributor basically called Mercury. And I can't find out for sure, but I think they own it. Yeah, I think they own it. And I think that it's potential that Tired Hands owns the one they use, Dudley Direct.
Dudley Direct. That
yes.
does not. That
sound good. No.
I don't know if I want anything delivered to me by Dudley Direct.
What is that? It sound like a mail escort service?
I mean, it could be. It sounds like you could be delivering something naughty to my door.
Oh, like a bag of dildos? Get some Tired Hands bag of dildos directly to your door from Dudley Direct.
My family doesn't listen to this.
They will.
I know.
Okay. So anyway, so this is the year that they launched the Mercury, and the sad thing about it is these small distributors can only distribute within the state of Pennsylvania. They cannot leave the state.
I was wondering. I was like, wonder why you haven't ordered from them.
Yeah, no, it's not possible. So if we want stuff like this, we have to go through Kyle Norman or your sister and Nathan.
Or my mom.
Or your mom if she wants to receive beer.
She would.
Actually, she would. I didn't think about that, but let's talk to her. Let's work something out here. She can work for us.
Yeah.
She can mule.
Actually, I have a ton of family in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. You do. So they ran some test deliveries in 2018 just to test out damage levels and quality of the beer upon receipt.
That's good.
And they do say that usually when they're filling these orders from online order, they're taking super fresh stuff and sending it out pretty much immediately, so it really doesn't take that much time to get to a person's home. So literally these people are getting these beers within, a week or two of being canned, which is awesome.
Especially if it's just Pennsylvania. I mean, Pennsylvania is a big state, though, but...
Ideally, this is what I want.
And Maryland.
Nationwide. I should be able to buy beer online from any brewery I want and have it shipped directly to my house. That would be amazing. One,
our house is not big enough. And two, we don't make that much money.
Yeah, but just think about it. Like, how amazing would it be with, each week you're like, oh, man, I really feel like some Russian River. Man, I'll just jump online and order some.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we do that with everything else.
Yeah. So there's a quote from a man named Jim Adams who's involved with Mercury, and I thought this was a good quote, so I wrote it down. Mercury is our way of elevating the craft beer consumer's experience in a way never done before in the state.
It's true.
Boom. It's a good service. Okay. All right, next beer.
Moving on.
Third beer.
Okay. This is a triple IPA. It is called Afterglow.
With no W.
With no W. Is 10%.
Boom.
It also contains lactose.
Yes, all of them.
Brewed with lemon, key lime, vanilla, orange blossom, honey. Hops are Azaka, Cascade, Centennial, Citra, and Equinox.
Equinox, sure.
There we go.
Okay, so help me if I cannot taste the lemon and the key lime in this. I'm just saying. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
You smell it?
As soon as I crack that, I can smell the lime.
Okay.
Oh, I can smell that lime.
Okay.
This could be a winner. Okay. Anyone seen that key? It's a Key and Peele sketch. Really funny. Okay. Just look up on YouTube, Key and Peele, okay. Yeah. It'll come up. It's pretty funny.
All week, Carlin's been like,
okay. I'm not even going to get into the other thing that's been annoying Rebecca recently.
No. Carlin, you always have something that's like...
I know, totally.
You find
I'm going to do it now.
No!
I'm going to do it now
and
because
also,
Jason got me on this. Jason Ng from Somerville and Brewcast, the beer podcast out of Massachusetts, Somerville, Massachusetts. Pump has got it. Pump. It's a thing. Tim and Eric, awesome show, good job on Cartoon Network late night. It's so dumb, but just look up Pumpers Gotta Pump. It's hilarious.
It's not funny at all.
It's odd, but if you like odd humor, you will love it. And you will never get the song out of your head.
And
either.
Don't waste your time.
Sorry, I feel like we just hijacked this Levante episode.
And also, this is the worst can art of all of them, though.
That's not bad, though.
I mean, it's not bad.
I like it. It's got like artistic paint splatter on it. I like it.
I like it, but I mean,
you say in comparison.
In comparison,
okay, to the other three. Yeah. I agree.
In comparison to the other three, it's the weakest, but it is still fun.
What does a beer look like color-wise?
Okay, back to the beer.
It looks like the glitter parts, I think, except more yellow than orange.
I can't remember.
Ooh. Do you smell it? I
do.
Yeah.
It's definitely very limey.
Lemon and lime, to be honest. And I smell like a creaminess from the lactose in there. I definitely do.
I smell like I feel like very tart. I'm smelling tart.
Yeah, no, there's a definite tartness. But I also smell the hops coming through. But this is the first one where the hops are taking a back seat to the other stuff in the beer. And I'm digging that. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was assuming would be happening. But yeah, it kind of smells like a key lime pie in a sense. It smells good, creamy. Maybe a little like a lemon meringue or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I took a sip. It's interesting because it is lemon lime, but then kind of really tart and then finishes creamy.
I wouldn't say really. Like medium low.
But then it finishes creamy.
Yeah.
Right? Feel me on that?
I feel like it's creamy up front and creamy at the end. It's like a sandwich. It's like a citrus sandwich where it's kind of like creamy, kind of vanilla-y in the beginning, a little bit of honey to it, and a little bit of that hop citrus. Then it goes into the lemon and the lime, and then it ends with that kind of creamy hop vanilla. This is good.
Are you getting the orange blossom honey then?
Yeah. No, I definitely am.
Yeah.
And that's good. It's adding a sweetness to it, but it's not too sweet.
Oh, no. None of these are too sweet.
It's not too sweet. Doesn't taste like 10% either. That's the other thing.
Oh, I totally forgot it was 10%.
I would say 7 on this, to be honest.
These beers are all dangerous.
Deceptive. Yeah. Well, and that's what I was saying about, especially like the Valère is so easy. It was so easy to drink.
Because it's seductive, because it's such a sexy beer.
That's not why.
I think it is. It's very easy.
I like this. Yeah, it's like a lemon lime lactose hazy IPA.
Yeah. I like it for what it is. It's not like my go-to. I'm not like, oh man, I really want a lemon lime IPA.
I can get hammered on this though. Just because you would just not.
Oh yeah, I could
you wouldn't slow down.
I could down this in no time. Yeah, it is dangerous.
You could chug that. You could basically chug that.
Chugging anything is never leads to anything good.
True, it's not a good idea. But I'm just saying you could, and not know that it's 10% until after the fact.
But again, chugging never leads to anything good. Remember that, listeners.
Yeah, I don't chug beers or any spirits or anything alcoholic
or anything.
I chug water sometimes when I'm real thirsty.
Yeah. Okay, that's the only thing you should chug.
And gravy.
And gravy.
No, I'm kidding.
You don't even really like gravy.
I don't like gravy.
I love gravy.
I used to joke, I used to work at Boston Market, and back then, as employees, we were terrible because we just, hated the customers because they made you work. Because, I was in high school, so we would be like, oh, it was terrible. We'd be like, the fatties have to come and get their gravy. And we would joke how they just get it home and they just drink it out of the container. I told you it's terrible.
It is terrible.
I don't joke like that anymore in my older age, but at that time.
He's older and maybe is slightly more mature.
Yeah.
Only slightly.
I'm just more into things like pump,
yeah,
pump,
I was
pump,
gonna say,
pump.
Only slightly. Also, I've never had Boston Market.
Yeah, which is messed up. Because actually, the food's good, man. And I can say this, when I work there, it is clean. The food is very much clean.
Well, that was how many years ago, honey?
That's true. I mean, when I was there, yes. Food's clean. No one working there was doing terrible things. But I knew people working at other restaurants and fast food mainly that they would tell me some stuff. But anyway. Okay, so we're not going to get into the last one yet. I just want to talk about... usually I'll give kind of a list of the beers that they have, but they don't really have that stuff on their website. It's just kind of what's available now. So I was just going to tell everyone what's available at the tap room right now when we're recording this, so you can get kind of an idea of the layout of what it's usually like. And they have two locations. They have the Levante Brewing Westchester Tap Room, and they have Highland Orchard's Beer Garden. So I can do both of these. So at the Levante Brewing Westchester Tap Room, they have Birra di Levante, which is a Pilsner. They have Carter Drive Sunrise, which is a tea shake IPA. They have Cloudy and Cumbersome, which is a New England style IPA, hazy IPA. They have Cloudy and Cumbersome double dry hopped. They have Contemporary Barbe Rouge, which is another hazy IPA. They have Death by Cloudy, which is a triple IPA. They have Form, which is a cryo hop Keller Pils. Sounds interesting. They have Frozen Granita, which is Valere with strawberry lemonade Valere. Nice. They have Fruit Fetish Baker's Dozen, which is... what fruit is... it doesn't say what fruit it's with, but it's a fruited sour. They have Glitter Parts with mango. They have Honeycomb Tide, which is an oat milk IPA. They have King of Donuts, which is an imperial stout. Lifestyle Blogger, which is a brute IPA. Lost Light, which is a no-boil IPA. I don't know what that means, but it says hazy under it. Then they have a Hard Seltzer, which is berry mojito flavored. They have Tickle Parts, which is another hazy IPA. They have Tropical Whip, which they say is a Sunday IPA, which is basically a milkshake IPA. And Water Malone, which is another hazy IPA. So what's available at the Highland Orchards Beer Garden?
Okay, so they say they have a lot.
A lot of the same stuff. The only difference is Resume Candy, which is an IPA milkshake, Tiny Tickle, which is a hazy pale ale, and Uptime Sparkling Tea, which is a hard seltzer, pineapple and basil. Interesting.
So they said they wanted to have a wide variety. They don't really.
They don't.
Have...
I know. They don't. And that's what I was thinking, because I looked at the tap room list, and I was like, it's not that wide of a variety. There's a lot of hoppy stuff. But can't really fault them for that, because that's the market. That's what people are looking for.
And I do appreciate that they have a seltzer on there, because I know it's hard when people don't like beer, but everyone is going out to a brewery.
I also appreciate that they have some Pilsners on there. Yeah. Two Pilsners on there. I was going to say something else before you started shaking your glass in my face.
Sorry, I meant water.
I thought it's because you wanted the next beer.
Oh, no.
Booze me.
No, I need water.
We drank two of their beers prior to doing this episode over a few weeks. We had their Mango Mosa, which was a pale ale with mango and lime, that was a very good beer. At first I thought it was going to be a sour, and then I looked closer, I'm like, oh no, it's just a pale ale with mango and lime. That was really tasty.
Yes, it was.
Actually better than all these beers we're having right now, in my opinion. And then the other one was a straight-up IPA. It was like a West Coast-style IPA called Clear and Convenient. And that was a really nice West Coast-style IPA.
Did I have that?
Yes. You had it when you were doing your Color Street nails in the basement.
Oh.
It was a nice IPA.
I like how I don't remember drinking it, and you know exactly what I was doing when I was drinking it.
And actually, I like both those beers more than the three we've had here thus far. So, maybe I'm just not big on their milkshakes, but their other stuff, digging it.
Yeah, I can't comment on that. Okay, I love this can.
This can is pretty sweet. It's basically a picture that's ported over. It is called Cut the Cake. It's a birthday cake double IPA. And literally, it's like that rainbow multi-layered cake. It's a picture of that with like blue and then some white frosting in there, and then green and white frosting, yellow, and so on and so on.
So fun.
Yeah, it's a very cool design. So you may be asking yourself, what is in a birthday cake double IPA? Well, let me tell you. First of all, it's 8% alcohol. Second of all, the hops are El Dorado, Citra, and Mosaic.
Okay, nice.
That's a winning team. Obviously, there's lactose in it.
Avi.
And it is brewed with vanilla, strawberry, raspberry, Lucky Charms marshmallows, and graham crackers.
Okay.
So this is like everything in the kitchen sink. Ooh, it's a lot of carbonation.
Yeah. Okay.
Pump, pump, pump,
Carlin.
pump. I'm going to make people look that up. Pump, pump, pump.
So stupid.
What else am I going to do while I'm pouring the beer?
Carlin will show me videos, and he's like, look, this is so funny, this is so funny. I'm like, waiting for the funny part, and then I realized that the whole thing was the funny part, and it was not funny. Like
you just don't have a sense of humor.
Like that video last night, I was like waiting for the funny part, and I'm like, and then it was over. I'm like,
what video last night?
The pump it.
That was today.
It was last night.
It was this morning.
It was this morning?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Terrible. You know what this goes along with? When we were when we were going to start this episode, I always do a
sound check.
Yeah, we do an audio level check to find out if the microphone positioning is good, to see if we're about even on our levels. And I always check. So I say a little something, she says a little something. So we did that, and then we talked a little bit about something. And I was like, okay. And then I started recording, and she's like, wait. I didn't check my levels. And I'm like, you did? Like, and she's like, what did I say? I'm like, I don't remember, but you did. We 100% did. So that goes along.
So, hold on. No, if you don't remember what I said, it didn't happen.
I'm sorry, Levante. We've totally sidetracked everything. But anyway, what does it look like? It looks like a very orange IPA. It is hazy, but it's not as hazy as the others, I don't think.
I think it is.
Yeah, a little less hazy. I smell some strawberry.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
Like, crazy.
I was going to say strawberry.
Yeah, strawberry is like...
That is definitely the most...
It's strawberry, and then I get the vanilla, too. It's kind of like... It's like strawberry cream.
Yeah.
And it smells really nice. I do get some of the hop citrus coming through as well, but it's mainly that like creamy strawberry and vanilla. It smells very good.
Well, it's the strawberry and raspberry, so I don't know. Yeah. Can you distinguish between the two? I
am right now.
I'm sure you are.
Since you said it.
And you know what? Graham cracker is another flavor that gets lost in beer.
Well, this is probably only the second beer you've ever had that has graham cracker in it.
I don't think so.
Third. Fourth.
See? Yeah.
Fourth. No, I'm going to stop at fourth.
Okay. But anyway, any beer I've ever had with graham cracker gets lost.
The three that you have had, because you didn't taste this yet, the three that you've had were all by the brewery. It was all by one brewery.
Okay. Well,
so that's just based off one. Let's see how they do graham cracker at Levante.
And marshmallows. Maybe we'll get this marshmallow because it's Lucky Charm marshmallow.
Well, I'm about to confess something terrible. I've never had Lucky Charms in my life.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious. I've never had it.
And I've never ate at Boston Market?
The thing is, I've never had interest because those types of like marshmallows.
They're so good.
I hate those. Because when you chew them, they have this particular texture that's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they're better with milk.
Well, I'm sure, but it's still a bit of that texture.
Oh my gosh.
I just can't. So I've never had Lucky Charms. So I'm going to have to defer to you to pick out the Lucky Charms. Let's go. Ooh. That is interesting in a good way. Huh.
I don't think it's interesting. And it's nothing
like
interesting
it.
about it.
It's like an IPA with like strawberry jam in it.
Yeah,
and some vanilla.
It tastes like a strawberry vanilla IPA. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no graham cracker. There's no Lucky Charm marshmallow.
I can't. Yeah, I can't perceive those things. I think you're totally right. It's like, strawberry vanilla IPA. It tastes good though. Yeah,
and
I like
it's not, and it is a good balance of strawberry vanilla, and like the IPA is not lost.
No. It's still there.
It's
for sure.
Very much an IPA.
Yeah, you get that kind of bit of a citrusiness. You get an okay bitterness, although I would say this is probably the lowest bitterness of any of these beers.
I agree. What was the milkshake IPA episode that we did with who did the majority of those? Concrete Jungle?
Yeah, Concrete Jungle.
That, I think those were very much more fruit forward, creaminess forward, less IPA.
Yeah.
These are definitely more IPA.
Right.
Which is neither good nor bad. It just kind of depends on your preference.
Sure.
Sure.
This is good, though. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice.
Okay.
Dig it. Yeah. We have one more of all of these in our fridge. Because I split 4 packs with Kyle Norman, so. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Like I told you, there's not like a ton of information, so. Sorry, Levante Brewing, if we kind of like, I know we had a lot of side tangents in this episode. It's supposed to be about you guys, but at the same time,
all the information.
At the same time, you didn't give us these beers, so whatever.
Yeah, but don't
we paid for
apologize.
this. We paid for this.
We still got all the content. Okay, we're ranking them.
It's free advertising. Whatever. Yeah, rank them. I'm getting marshmallow now.
No, that's bullshit. If you say
it's vanilla.
So help me.
If
you say you get graham cracker, I will tackle you.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
See,
but I really like the strawberry level in there. It's not a ton.
No,
but it's like nice, kind of like medium low, and it tastes jammy.
Yeah,
which I really like.
Okay.
But yeah. You can go first if you want.
Okay.
Unless you don't know yet.
I think I know. My number 1 is the Cut the Cake, the birthday double IPA.
Got it.
Number 2 is all that glitter, the glitter parts.
Glitter parts.
Mm-hmm. And then the last 2 are just kind of like
toss up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might give the slight edge to the Valère.
And then the Afterglow.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah. You always...
I always do it that way. So my last place one is going to be the glitter parts.
What?
Yeah. And I'm going to remind people what it is. It's the IPA with coconut and vanilla and lactose. That's my number 4. Not huge on it. My number 3, I kind of dig it. Especially because it's very easy. And like I said, I could get the peach in it. The Valère, which is a double IPA with lactose, blueberry, peach, and vanilla. That's a decent beer. Like I said, that super easy. Mm-hmm. My number 2 is going to be the Afterglow. I like this Afterglow. That is a triple IPA, which definitely doesn't taste like a triple IPA because the ABV tastes way lower. And that is done with lactose, lemon, key lime, vanilla, and orange blossom honey. That one is nice and dangerous. And my number 1, obvi, the Cut the Cake Birthday Cake Double IPA, which is done with lactose, strawberry, vanilla, raspberry, Lucky Charms marshmallows, and Rebecca's favorite, the graham cracker, which she can totally taste. Yeah. She signaled to me.
Also, what birthday cake has graham cracker?
None. So that is a good point. Yeah, who makes birthday cake with graham crackers?
Unless it's a birthday pie.
You know what I kind of want them to do is like legit make an IPA with birthday cakes. Frosting and all. Oh, that'd be terrible. But frosting and all, just do it.
No. Okay.
Just to say you did it. I mean, they've made beers with actual donuts in them.
It's true.
It's been done. So, yeah. Really digging that Cut the Cake. That's nice. Really dig it. Okay. What'd you think of the episode overall?
It was good.
Yeah. Good time. It's always fun to learn about another brewery.
Absolutely.
We didn't know a whole lot. Oh, by the way, this was the brewery that when we were at the State College Brew Expo, they were doing the timed can releases.
I remember that.
Which I thought was genius.
And they had the cloud beer there.
Cloud beer?
They had something. Well, you read it.
Oh, the Cloudy and Cumbersome?
I think so.
Yes, that was there, and one of their fruit fetish beers. They had it was a lactose sour with cherry and vanilla.
Their beers were good. I remember,
and we liked it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also remember we were a little tipsy by the time we got there.
Yeah, and then that very expensive lift ride back.
I don't remember that at all.
That was terrible. Anyway, thank you for being on this with me, drinking beers as usual.
It's Friday night. Only way I could get to the beer was to record.
That's right. That's the rule in this house. Anyway, thanks everyone for checking this out. Do you have anything else you need to say?
I don't think so. Just keep it brutal.
This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.